What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Menace, and today we are coming in with a banger of a video, a true hoot and a holler. Ladies and gentlemen, sitting across from me is my very own Uncle Nick. Uncle Nick, say hi.
Hello, everybody. How are you doing?
So, Uncle Nick, I got a bunch of questions for you. You are one of my most dream guests on this podcast, mainly because of the fact that it was me and Walter tripping on mushrooms when we decided that we needed to start a podcast between you and another friend of yours, Joe. Do you remember when we were talking about that and had that in conversation?
It was just a blunt conversation.
That's exactly what we were gonna call it, blunt conversations. And so when that kind of fell through, I was like, I still kind of want to do it, and then that's kind of what spiraled this. You know what I mean? And so then I started my own podcast, and that's what you guys are listening to currently. But Uncle Nick, I gotta ask. Do you think that psychedelics should be legal? Because that's something that we talk about a lot on this pod. And I have very split people. Some people say yes, it should be legal, acid, DMT, mushrooms, all those different things, or the opposite.
Well, as long as it's from the ground and it's from nature, psilocybin should be legal, just as long as weed should be legal. When it's man made in a laboratory or processed through a chemistry process of doing it, then no, that should not be legal. If it comes from the Mother Earth, it should be legal.
Now, using that same logic though, I mean the mushrooms that people grow, I mean they're growing them artificially, right? You're not just going out.
It's a mold spore they're growing. That's nothing artificial. It's not made in a laboratory. It's something that's naturally found. Mushrooms have been around ever since things die. Mushrooms grow from decay. It's not formulated in a lab. United States government, the LSD test, everything that was formulated in a lab. They were dosing people just to see the reaction.
MK Ultra, yeah, that's a big thing.
So it's yeah, no, it's if it's like it's like alcohol. It's not manufactured. It's a natural process through nature, breaking down the distillery of sugars and it just like it's a natural process. It's not chemically engineered by a man in a laboratory.
Were you around for the actual MK Ultra? Like, I mean, obviously you weren't like.
No, I was born 65, but that means I would have been tripping when I was 2 years old.
Yeah,
No,
no, of course, no, of course. I'm not
no.
saying you participated in it. I'm just saying, were you alive like when it happened?
Oh yeah, I was alive, but I had no idea what was going on. They've been dosing people in the United States military in the early 30s and 40s.
With what?
LSD, all kinds of psychedelics. Um, Meth came from Germany
Germany.
in World War One in the trench wars.
Oh my goodness.
The German scientists were the ones that came up with the formula for meth.
Mm-hmm.
They fed all the soldiers. That's what kept them going.
Yeah,
The
that's how they marched through
the
Poland in like 3
Blitzkrieg
days.
was fueled by methamphetamines.
Oh, 124%. I find the MK Ultra thing so fascinating. Do you know like the details of it?
Just that the fact that the Grateful Dead was hired to be the house band
Mm-hmm.
and played for the acid parties. Um,
So
LSD was legal all the way up until I think it was like the early '60s, until they classified it
as
as a
class one
illegal
drug.
drug. But there was a lot of things that were legal drugs. You could buy opium and cocaine out of the Sears catalog back in the day.
Which is absolutely insane. I so what happened with MK Ultras? They went and they took a bunch of hookers, and they would have like the hookers like coerce men into coming up to the bedroom with them, in which the guy, the CIA or the FBI, whatever the case may be, the government agency, would dose these men with LSD and try to brainwash them. Their idea was that LSD correlated to memory loss. So if they tripped someone out on LSD and sent them to go kill, like, whatever the case may be, some foreign president,
And
that they wouldn't remember it.
I'm not condoning the use of drugs, but I had a friend. um, it's never. You got to be in the right frame of mind to experience it. You have to be with the right amount of people, the right atmosphere to actually say to drop something and they're gonna change your mind. I'm not saying it's physically not possible, but through my friends' experiences,
Hmm.
um, it's pretty hard to be brainwashed.
And that's what they found.
It's um,
So then
you
this.
you have to be in the right frame of mind to do it, and you can't get lost in it. You can get lost in your head, in your thoughts on a certain substance, but at the same point in time, you don't look in a mirror. You don't overthink things. You you enjoy it and take it for what it's worth.
Now,
Um, I know some people that experienced it and did enjoy where they were going, and um, I've seen people do have a bad experience, and once again, though, too, it's just you gotta take them out of their head, take them out of that realm. And it's like walking them off a cliff. You just gotta coax them down, ease them down. And anybody that's ever really experienced anything that bad when you're doing something like that, um, antidote is milk, protein.
have you ever seen somebody do a like go through a bad trip on mushrooms, or were you talking specifically about acid?
Never shrooms. More just acid, because once again, manufactured in a laboratory. You know, shrooms. You're either gonna get some real weak shrooms or you're gonna get some real boomers.
Hmm.
Acid, you don't know who's making it. You don't know if you're
That's the
on.
easiest
You
thing
don't
to
know if on
lace.
that little square little piece of paper if it's one hit or if it's 200 hits. There's no telling.
Not only that, but then they lace it with all these other research chemicals, in which make you have trips, but not the same as an acid trip. You know, and acid's the easiest thing to lace. You know, you lace weed, okay, whatever. You know what I mean? You can lace heroin, cocaine, but like acid is very easy to as well, though. You know what I mean? Any translucent uh
Well,
drug.
with with anything, it all has to do with taste. There's no taste to acid. You you do a shroom, it tastes like shit. You know, it's
Like
like,
shit.
ooh, that's gonna be pretty good.
It's
you,
awful.
you do a blotter, you don't taste nothing. It just hopefully that wherever you're getting it from or the sources you're getting it from is it's good, it's pure. You never want to ever dose anybody that knows they're not being dosed.
100%.
You know, you can't do that because that's I've seen that done, and that's where people get lost in their head, and because nobody told them, and all of a sudden they think they're losing their fucking mind.
Mhm.
And then the people that dosed them were laughing, thinking it was so funny. Yeah, it's because now they're on the same page as you, but up until then they didn't know. I thought that was like so bogus and totally uncool
Do
for
you have
anybody to do that to anybody. You want to venture into the psychedelic era and the realm of the psychedelics, and you got to do it on your own. You can't let nobody force you into it. Don't have anybody force you into it, because when you get forced into it, that's when it's going to lead into a bad trip or a bad experience. But if you take it and you take it in moderation, it's just like smoking a joint. You can get so high, and then after that, it's you're chasing the dragon. Um, nice thing about when you're doing naturals, um, you eat it. 4 hours later, you're fine. Um, chemical synthetically wise, I know people that dropped and trip for 16 hours straight.
That's awful. See, that's why I can't ever do acid. I don't have like enough time. Like I don't have 12 hours to just like
Well, it's a dedicated trip. You
yeah.
gotta yeah. He,
You know, mushrooms you take.
once you do it, once you do LSD and it's in your blood, and it's in your bloodstream. It's in your bloodstream. That's it.
There's nothing to calm it down.
No, no, you got to ride it out.
Hmm.
There is no shrooms. Drink some milk. The lactate will bring it down because it's natural. The lactate, uh, LSD, it's a chemical compound. It's as far as I know, there's no antidote for a bad trip
Now, what do you
besides
feel?
riding it out.
How do you feel about DMT? Because now DMT is found in natural senses.
DMT is what the date drug. I've never dabbled in it, or I knew.
DMT
I
is
actually had a friend that was a chemist. Went to school all through high school. Went to school and came out with a chemist degree. And through his knowledge of
chemistry,
chemistry and the facility that he worked at, he was actually manufacturing
manufacturing
DMT
DMT.
on his own,
Hmm.
but through the process of getting all the material and chemicals and everything from this facility they worked at, and needless to say, he did get caught.
Really?
He did get caught, and he lost his all his credentials as being a chemist and ruined his name in the whole industry of him being in
Wow.
the manufacturing or medical field of chemistry. So
So
you gotta be careful for what you wish for.
DMT is tetrahydromethylene or something like that. It's a very long name, but what it is the most potent psychedelic on Earth. You got to take 3 hits of it. The first hit, um, you like immediately it hits immediately. You feel like you're in like a video game. And so I've heard. You know, I've never done it. The second hit, it feels like you've done too much. Like, oh my goodness, whatever. Third hit, you break through.
It's something I wouldn't be even thinking of wanting to even mess with,
I
just
don't
for the
even want to do
fact
the
that
anything.
it's a it's a man-made process chemical. It's
Absolutely.
nah. Um, Smoke weed, alcohol. It's
Now, alcohol is
uh,
also
uh,
man-made, though.
no alcohol is made by natural fermentation of grains and
Yeast.
sugars. No, it's you can't make alcohol. Well, you can make alcohol, but it's all through distilling
Mm-hmm.
of fruits and
Other, yeah,
to manufacture. You're not chemically making. I'm taking ethylene and it, alcohol is manufactured by due to nature.
absolutely.
So it's just a natural process of decomposing and creating alcohol.
Do you have a favorite alcohol, like in the world, out of everything, like a favorite drink?
Beer,
Beer. Well,
beer. I
okay,
like beer.
that's it. Miller High Life. That's your favorite of all
uh,
time.
if I had one last drink to
Yeah,
have before I died, um, beer.
Miller High Life. Wow,
Miller
you're
High
you're
Life.
you're a
Yeah.
loyal guy.
Um, I don't like brown liquor. Makes me fall down. White liquor makes me mean. Wants me to fight. So beer makes me a happy, good guy. I just chill, sip, take a puff, eat some chips, eat some dip, go to bed, be happy.
Do you have anything, I guess, to say to the people who are like angry drinkers? Does that make sense?
Don't drink. If you
Really?
can't handle your alcohol, don't drink. Don't drink. If you're going to be a nuisance and you're going to be a problem for somebody or somebody's got to watch and babysit you, then that's not the drug for you or for the way to you to relax because nobody around you is relaxing. They're all babysitting you. No, there's nothing worse than a sloppy drunk or a messy drunk or,
Have you ever had to babysit somebody?
oh, many a times.
Why?
many
Like,
a
what happened?
times. Well, you got to hold them by their hand and make sure they don't fall
Well,
down and go
yeah, no,
boom.
I get that, but
It's like watching a little kid.
like one night, you're out with your buddies or something. What was the story time? I guess like what happened? Like why did you get stuck babysitting? Like I've
Cause
babysat for
because
people.
they hit a certain spot in their buzz that now they think they want to take on the biggest guy at the bar. Perfect example, right down the street. You remember Horse Joe, right?
Hmm.
A little guy, like 5'5", but he had an attitude of like 7 feet tall, and a mouth and the mouth of a giant. And he decided to start hitting on some guy's girlfriend. And this guy was like the Incredible Hulk. He was a beast. I wouldn't have messed with him. And the guy told him to back off. This is my girlfriend. And Joe made this comment, and needless to say,
Did he get his ass
the
beat?
Incredible Hulk jumped over a fence, climbed over, and started beating on Joe. But Joe deserved it. Joe asked for it, and
He's a crackhead now, right?
and Joe later after the fight, Joe's like, "Well, why didn't anybody help me?" It's like, because it was 1-on-1.
Yeah.
You opened up your mouth. You asked for it. I'm not gonna get my ass beat. I know better. You don't. When somebody tells you that's my lady, you don't antagonize the situation. So you got everything you deserved.
Absolutely. He's a crack. Does he do crack or heroin now?
I can't say yay or nay to any of it because I have no clue.
You haven't talked to him in a five
No,
minute.
I haven't seen him or talked to him in ages.
Wow.
I hope he's not doing either one. I hope he found his true narrow path and got his life straight again. It's a shame because he was a talented man with not too many people could do what he did, and to throw it away for drugs, kind of senseless to me.
Have you ever met any like? Do you have friends that you maybe went to high school with or something like that that did that exact same thing?
Oh, I buried people because of cocaine,
Really?
smoking crack. Oh yeah.
Smoking crack or cocaine? Because I feel like
Well,
as
crack and
similar as
cocaine is
those
the same
are.
thing. Once you break it down, you manufacture it and you cook it. It's cracking. Crack and freebase is the same thing. Freebase is just a fancy word for white kids in the suburbs that are not thinking they're doing ghetto crack. It's the same process, same drug, same way you cook it down. It's all the same.
So now, when you were referring to your friend that you buried, was it off of crack or was it off of cocaine? Because again, I feel like there is a
Well, you
slight
take
difference.
cocaine, you cook it down to make crack.
Yeah.
You're taking powdered cocaine and you're cooking it down. And you're taking all the purities out of whatever is in that white powder that you have, and it turns into pure cocaine, which is crack.
Mm-hmm.
And then you turn around, you put that in a pipe, you take a flame to it, and you smoke it. Now you're smoking pure cocaine.
Did you ever smoke crack?
Oh, I was a crackhead.
Really? What were your steps to getting sober? I guess. How did you uncover that?
Waking up, walking into the house and finding my buddy dead on the kitchen floor with a crack pipe in his hand, and then having to go tell his mom that I just found your son dead on the kitchen floor.
Damn. Was
Had
it
to
like a
call the
trap
police.
house?
Everybody got involved. Yeah, everybody got involved. Coroner came in, got him out of the house. Everything.
Yikes.
Yep, it's eye sobering moment.
So
The
you
whole
just you
reason
just up
why I
and quit
stopped
that
doing
day?
it is knowing that I could have been the one on the floor. So,
Damn.
huh? It's an eye-opening moment. It makes you realize what's really important.
Have you lost any other people or friends that
Oh, I know people have that uh, succumbed to alcoholism, drug addiction,
we
driving and crashing their cars because they were drunk. Um,
Damn. That's absolutely insane. I don't know, man. The whole drug epidemic, I'm kind of torn by. On one hand, I am a drug, not, I don't want to say like connoisseur because I only smoke weed and do mushrooms, but and drink on occasion. But like I don't think that all drugs should be legal, but I feel like certain ones should be in
No,
moderation.
there's by all means, nobody should be going around doing heroin. Nobody should be going around doing fentanyl.
No.
Nobody should be going around smoking crack. Um, the drugs that should, well, obviously marijuana is now legal in Illinois. Alcohol's always been legal. See, people have misconceptions of drugs. They think of drugs like the biggest mass producer that kills most people is the alcohol industry and the tobacco industry.
Yep.
Nobody thinks of tobacco as drugs, but big tobacco's been killing people for ever since they've been making tobacco.
Do you strongly believe
So
that?
they put additive. They actually put additives in tobacco to, like, if you get a natural tobacco leaf like a pipe tobacco or anything,
Mm-hmm.
there's no chemicals. Read the side of a pack of cigarettes. There's nitrate. There's all kinds of man-made chemicals in there to keep you addictive to smoking cigarettes. That's why they're so addictive. The chemicals and everything they put into it.
Now
But
you
yeah, no,
smoke
the big
cigarettes.
tobacco company's been screwing the American people ever since it's been developed.
Now you
But
smoke cigarettes. When you started, was it like that?
it's always been that way. They just never released it.
Gotcha. And then it came out
You
after people
you
were
you, you
dying.
watch go to Me TV and stuff and watch some of the old TV shows in the 50s and stuff. Everybody's smoking.
Really?
Everybody's smoking. Housewives are smoking. There's episodes of I Love Lucy where Lucille Ball and Ethel are sitting at the kitchen table smoking cigarettes.
Wow. That's
the,
that's
the
absolutely insane.
Winston cigarette, the Winston cigarette company used to sponsor the Flintstones cartoons,
You
and
think it's that deep? It really is that deep rooted into our
oh
media?
yeah, it's always has been up until I think it was probably the late '70s. They couldn't advertise cigarettes in magazines or on TV anymore. Otherwise, the whole network was every magazine you opened up had a cigarette ad for it, or coupons for them, or TV. There was cigarette commercials all
Doctors
the
used to
time on TV.
prescribe cigarettes. Doctors used to prescribe cigarettes.
Yeah, because I'm sure they were probably sponsored by a big tobacco company.
So
That's
you
like the doctors who prescribe lithium and all this epidemic with the opium and everything.
now what
There's a
scares
big
me?
farm that supports them to push these drugs.
Yeah, big pharma.
Yeah, so
So
the
you
more
believe in all of, like the big pharma, the big tobacco, the big alcohol, all those different things. Why do you think that they want to? I mean, not kill
because
us.
it's money. The more you got to smoke one cigarette and quit. They're not going to make any money selling cigarettes unless they manufacture them. So the more people you get hooked on this brand, it is like anything else. It's an addiction. The more people you get addicted to it, the more the higher demand is going to be for that product that you're producing.
Hmm.
The more that you produce, the more you get addicted, the more money you're going to make.
Wow.
Simple mathematics.
So what age did you start smoking? Because I'm guessing it was a lot more, like,
I I was smoking I think by the age of 11.
really smoking weed or smoking cigarettes.
Smoking cigarettes.
Okay. When did you start smoking weed? Because I know that was young too.
Uh Probably about 6 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on, really? Yeah, okay. I was like 6. I'm like, yeah, you were walking into first grade puffing on a joint.
Yeah, I carried a doobie in my diaper.
I was just curious. I was just curious, Because, I mean,
Yeah, me and the preschool teacher, man, we'd hang out and blow a doobie by the milk cart.
oh, yeah? I bet.
We shake down the fifth graders for some cookies.
I digress, man.
Uh,
Do you remember when I was, oh my goodness, I was probably 13, and you told us, or you told me, that we were in the mafia?
oh yeah, I made you cry.
Yeah, you did. On Easter.
Uh-huh.
On fucking
How
Easter,
to
ladies and gentlemen.
how to trick somebody for a whole year and a half thinking that they were mob tied.
Literally. Literally. So it all started because I talked to my mom about it, and I was like, with Uncle Nick and my grandfather's, business, I'm like, are they a part of the mafia? You know what I mean? I asked that wholeheartedly. My mom laughs in my face, right? I was watching Sopranos at the time, so whatever the case may be, we're sitting there and she's laughing at me, whatever. Goes home, tells Uncle Nick about it, and the next time I go over to my mom's house, they're playing into it that we are mob tied, and I like figured it out, and they usually don't tell, the younger kids, but like I figured it out and whatever. Kept me going for like a year and a half. Okay? A year and a half of me asking nonstop questions, just trying to like get into the mob, bro. I was like, what, 11? 12, 13, somewhere in that
You
tweeny
were
area.
burying license plates in the walls thinking it was a mob hit.
Literally, they cut open the wall and crunched up old license plates and put them in there because they were like, "Yeah, we got to get rid of this." That's how deep this went. Like it was a
We are
big
burying
thing.
teeth in the ceiling.
Yeah, he would shake a pill bottle, be like, "This is someone's teeth," and then put it up in like the attic, like storage closet little
we
area.
had we had the whole situation covered. My one niece is a doctor, so she sewed everybody up. We have one cousin who owned a hog farm, so that's where the bodies got taken to. Uh, but of course, hogs don't digest teeth, so that's what the rattle sound when the bottle was.
Yep.
People's teeth.
So this literally
We
went on
had
forever.
we had a lock box that had large sums of cash in it. We
Hmm.
had burner phones.
I remember you gave me
the,
a
the
burner
burner phones,
phone.
the burner phones were nothing more than old cell phones.
Yeah.
The large sums of cash was just rent money.
Didn't also didn't help that people.
he was told that if this phone should ring, don't answer it. Just call us first.
Yeah, exactly. This was like a
uh,
humongous thing for a year and a half. All of a sudden, Easter night comes around, right? I'm stoked. I'm asking my questions. Trying to get included, and all of a sudden, Uncle Nick just looked towards me, and he's just like, we've been lying to you. You're not a part of the mob. And I legit, like, guys, like, I for real cried. Like, it was like a thing. On Easter night, my mom was so mad that we spoiled it for me. Can I hit that? I want to hit that card. What do you think of the flavor?
um, it tastes fruity.
It's fruity. This is, I think it's called Blue. Yeah, it's Blue Dream. Brad gave it to me for free because I picked him up.
It's fruity.
Get you faded, though. Gets you nice and high. I digress. At what milligram of an edible do you think it would take you to like be couch ridden? Because I think you could easily like you easily could,
All depends on your tolerance.
yeah, but I'm talking about you
Me,
specifically.
give me 100 milligrams, I'd be pretty toasty.
Really, you think 100 milligrams?
Oh yeah, I've done 100 milligrams.
I've seen you do 100 milligrams. That's why I'm like, really? Like that's it?
um, Depends on how strong it is and what you're doing.
Can you make edibles strong? Like stronger? Like you know what I mean?
Depending on what strand of weed you're making the oil from.
Okay.
So
Now, how do you do that? Because I've heard other people, on YouTube and stuff. They talk about like the butter method.
you gotta extract it out of the plant,
How do you do that?
cook it, boil it down.
Like actually put it in boiling water?
There's different methods. You could freeze dry it. There's all kinds of ways to extract it.
Hmm. Hmm. Very odd. Well, Uncle
You
Nick.
can take there's different ways, different methods. Um,
Have you ever made edibles?
no,
No, you haven't.
no, weeds never last that long with me. I burn and turn, man. Burn and turn. Don't sit on this shit.
Do
I
you,
no longer want to conduct this interview unless I have presence of a lawyer. Thank you very much.
Uncle Nick, do
And
you
if
believe
you
in
don't have a
zodiac
lawyer,
signs?
the state will provide for one for me. It's in your Miranda rights. I think that's the most important thing. Everybody should know their rights when you get pulled over. You don't go on your phone, go on to the videos with the lawyers, and they're not lying to you. The cops intimidate you thinking that you have to talk to them, you have to give this information. You don't have to do nothing. Just keep your mouth shut. Any lawyer will tell you. The more information you give the police, the more they have to work to prosecute you. They have nothing against you. They don't say nothing. Don't be rude. Treat them with respect. Treat like you treat anybody. Treat them with respect. But you don't have to answer their questions. You don't have to do their monkey roadside Olympics or anything like that. Of course, there's gonna be consequences, but at the same point in time, though, we still have civil rights in the United States, and people forget that you do have the right. They People forget that cops don't work for us, or the cops work for us. We don't work for them.
Yeah, but
There's several civils. We're the ones that pay their salary, but they're the ones that walk around like they had control us. No, we control them. Our taxes are what pay their salary. They're only here to serve and protect us. They're not above us. They're not below us by all means either.
hmm
People,
they're just people at the end of the
people
day.
forget that you have the right to question them just as much as they have the right to question you.
Yeah, but they won't answer. But
They have to. They actually civically have to answer your questions just like you're answering their questions. You could ask when they pull over and they ask for your driver's license, your name. You have all the right to ask for their identification. Who's pulling me over? They have to show you their badge number. They have to show you their ID, their name. They have to identify themselves.
I mean, they don't have
You
to,
know,
but they can. Like you
you
can
have
ask
the
that
you
question,
have the right.
right?
Well, of course, anybody that gets pulled over by a cop, common sense. It's a cop behind me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you
But
don't
then
need to get
you get these idiots that impersonate cops that aren't cops.
Yeah, and you're just like paying online, and it's going into their
And
Zillow account.
so that's happened before too, where um,
That's actually kind of like a cool little scam. Like dress up as a cop and then go pull people over because most people pay their like tickets online now, and then just have it go to like a Venmo, a Cash App, or whatever
well, you get
per
you.
ticket. That's $200. You know what I mean? You get pull 5 people over. That you just made 1,000 what a week.
Yeah, you get pulled over, you're going to federal prison.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's kind of like a little cool scam.
Uh-huh.
I kind of
Uh-huh.
fuck with that, but like whatever. I would never do that, of course. I digress. You're a little, would you consider yourself to be a hippie?
I'm from the hippie era, but no, I'm not a hippie.
So
I
do you
uh,
believe in zodiac
I
signs?
I believe in a lot what the hippies stood for: peace, love, family, get along, share everything. Yeah, I guess you could say I'm a hippie, but I never was like the hippie just to hit the road
Mm-hmm.
and no, I definitely believe in there should be more of that peace and love in the world with everybody. Doesn't matter if you're white, black, yellow, purple, green, whatever. Love everybody. Treat everybody, respect everybody the way you want to be treated. The world would be a lot better place.
Absolutely. Peace and love. I mean, anytime that you like
Well,
leave anywhere, you're always just
every
like
time
peace
I
and
say
love.
goodbye to anybody, it's always peace and love.
Yeah,
Give them a hug, tell them peace and love. World's not bad if you have love in your life and peace in your life. You could
absolutely.
have chaos in your life, and then you don't have no love in your life because it's full of chaos. But when you have love in your life, that's when you find peace.
Hmm. That's like kind of bars right there. I mean, that's some. I mean, that's exactly what it is. You need to have love in order to find peace.
If there is no love, there is no peace. No matter what conflict you're in, no matter what nation you're against or anything like that. Oh, here we go talking politics. We're not supposed to talk
Well, no, we
politics,
can talk
but
about. I mean, we can talk about
or
war.
or
We
it's
can talk about war. We just can't
it's
talk about
eh,
Trump or Kamala. Like, I just don't. I just don't want to answer that shit in the comments. Y'all don't leave that shit
well,
in the
like I said,
comments. You're not
that's
getting a
just common
response.
sense. You got to have love in your life to have peace in your life.
And I feel like that's something that this country lacks a lot is just the
Well,
love
we
for their
lack
common
empathy.
neighbor. Yeah,
That's what
one
we
hundred
lack.
percent.
We lack empathy and we lack respect for our genders. You shouldn't have the right to say, I want to be a girl when you're a boy. You shouldn't say, I want to play girl football hockey, but I'm a boy. You shouldn't say, I'm a girl and I want to join the football team.
Do you think that?
There should be gender roles. There should be, and I mean, if there's an all girl football team, fine. Have all the girls play on the football team. That's great. Girls want to wrestle, have an all girl wrestling team. Great. Should girls and boys compete in competition? No, it's not fair. It's not fair. It's just due to the main muscle structure and our gender, the way we're built. Girls want to compete with girls, all by all means. Boys want to compete against boys, by all means.
Yeah, but here's the. I'm just playing devil's advocate here, but the issue with that would be the guys' team would most of the time be taken more seriously. And then the like just like, the NWA versus the WNBA or whatever, the WBA. You know what I mean? The women, no one watches women's basketball. People tune in for guys basketball. So the difference there would be, why don't we have girls who are really good and can compete in basketball and all these different things
With men,
with men?
um, good point. Point well taken. Um,
See,
at the professional level and at the skill level where they're actually getting paid, yes, I can understand that. Yeah, you got a woman that can shoot three-point shots just as well as any male, and be on the floor doing the same thing. Yeah, by all means.
now
When
here's where
when
it
it
gets
comes to
tricky.
gender, I should be speaking more on the lines of like high school
Yeah.
and
Yeah, 100%. Oh,
high school and college performing level. On a professional aspect, if you're getting paid and you're a female basketball, perfect example, female basketball player or a male basketball player, you're playing the same game against the same opponents at the same skill level. Doesn't matter if you have boobies or not. If you can compete and hold your own, yeah, then yeah, they should be able to compete.
now the where this gets tricky is the trans people, okay? The trans community.
There is no tricky there. Either you are or you're not. Tell me, how do you identify yourself as a dog? Do you lick your butt?
Well,
do you do you eat dog food? Do you sleep on the floor? Or do you just like walking around with puppy ears on and a fuzzy tail coming out of your ass for the attention?
wow. Strong takes. I mean, I, I don't know.
No, like I said, you gonna drink out of a puddle?
No, I agree. The furries
You gonna sleep on the front porch?
the furries throw me for a loop because it you're trying to be something that you are not even the correct species. The trans thing I understand, but I don't understand it if you don't switch up your gender. Like if you're gonna go wholeheartedly, you believe that you are a woman, you cut off your own dick to look like a woman. Hey, I'll call you whatever you want. That takes like bravery. Does that make sense? Same thing for a girl. You're gonna lose.
If you're just gonna tuck it and tuck it away and duct tape it away, no. If you want to go through the transgender
That's
surgery and get rid of it and go through the hormone treatment and everything like that, so be it. Now you're dedicated. Now you're not just one. This is what kills me is that in today's ways and thinking, you could be whatever you want. I was born a male. I'll always be a male.
Mm-hmm.
I always identify myself as a male. These the way people think today is beyond me. It's like, yeah, you're either male or female.
See, but back
Yay or
in your
nay.
day, they had drag
Either
queens.
you
Like
got
that
a
was a
wee wee
thing.
or a pee pee. Oh, there's been gay people ever since the time of Christ.
Yeah, I get that.
Like I said though, you're either male or female. Now, do you choose to sleep with a male or a female? That's up to you.
Okay, but drag queens is the same thing as
A drag
trans in a
queen is
sense.
nothing more than a male just dressing up as a female.
Yeah.
Now you have transvestites that dress. A drag queen is someone that dresses up to perform.
Yeah.
Some male dresses up in female clothes.
Yeah.
Then you have transvestites that are males that dress in women clothes every day
Mm-hmm.
and live the lifestyle of a woman,
Yeah.
but never go through the operation.
That's
They're
what
duct
I'm
tape.
saying. Do you think that they should
They're
be
duct
allowed?
tape queens.
Yeah. Do you think that they should be allowed in women's sports? Like if there was a guy,
Drag queens?
a drag queen.
Oh, fabulous!
I'm just, but that's kind of where that tricky line comes in. Does a drag queen use a men's bathroom or a woman's bathroom?
um,
You know what I mean? And that's kind of low key the whole debate. I mean, obviously, drag queens are a specific type, of the LGBTQ community, but nonetheless, I mean, it's just the duct tape queen.
um,
I mean, how would you feel about that?
if you gotta pee, go pee. I don't
I
care.
agree with that. From a men's standpoint,
Now, would I want a male walking into a woman's bathroom
yeah,
with my daughters being in it and just whipping his wee wee out and peeing in front of them?
no peeing in front
No,
of them, but like
that's,
using a stall.
that'd be totally uncomfortable. But nor would I nor would I want some woman just walking up and
Flashing you.
yeah.
Exactly. So to a certain degree, I mean, I get it because you're just
Should
using
there
the
be?
stall.
Should there be? I always thought that there should be always a family gender bathroom
Mm-hmm.
because like
I feel like
there
that
was there
would be
was
the
time
best
there
way
was
to
times
do this.
there was times when I had the kids and they were little and I was at the stores and stuff and I'd have to bring the girls into the men's bathroom
It happens.
because it's like so no I think there should always be like the way it is now
Yeah.
a family gender bathroom.
The transgender
Yeah,
bathroom.
well no it's just a family gender bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
It's you bring the kids in. Mom brings in the kids
And changes them and
Yeah.
does all that. Yeah, no, I mean, I get it. I get it. It's just I was asking from a sports perspective of where you came up on that. Uncle Nick, I also want to talk to you about music because you are a music fanatic. Okay, do you think funk music is the best of all genres?
funk music.
Funk, because funk is able to do something in which it makes people dance. You put on a fucking any funk song, it's gonna get somebody moving a shoulder. It's gonna get somebody tapping their foot. In a certain way.
Music is what you take into.
What do you think the best music genre is?
There is no best genre. Music is just music. There's so many different.
Like I'm talking just rock,
Classic rock.
classic rock. Like name me some bands, man. 'Cause I'm curious.
5 classic rock bands: Aerosmith, Zeppelin, Black Sabbath, Pink Floyd, Rush, Ted Nugent. The list goes on and on. I could go on and on. Deep Purple, Mahogany Rock, April One. I can go on and on and on. There's so much music, so much. I like the '50s. I like the '60s. I like some of the like Sinatra. Fly me to the moon, take me to the stars. I like the old Italian music. The Tattletale. There's so much music.
What do you think?
I tease and say country music makes my ears bleed. But I like Johnny Cash. I like the old country. The new country is nothing more than pop country, but it ain't bad.
What do you think of today's just music in general?
Sucks.
You think it sucks?
Sucks.
Why?
It's just mass produced by IA or AI, and it's all just mass generated. There's no artistry to music anymore.
You really think so?
You just loop one beat into a line. I showed you how to make music.
Yeah, I had a little music case for a while.
I showed you how to make it. It's pretty easy.
Yeah.
And the more computer you have, the easier it is to make music. And it's just hitting a key. It's not like you learned how to play that instrument or anything.
No, I used to
So,
take GarageBand loops and just loop them all together and make like beats and shit. Want to make an album, fuck that.
so yeah, it's not like back in the day you studied your instrument, you played your instrument, that's what you did.
Mhm.
No, it's go to any computer, open up a I want to generate music, and
AI is really sweeping the music genre because there are so many songs that are written by actual like artists, and stuff, but then they're put into AI, and AI like changes up the style. So like there's a band I listen to, Deftones. You know what I mean? You would hate Deftones music in general, but if you put on the AI funk version, you would love it. Like my mom hates Deftones, and then AI changed it to funk, and I played it for her, and she's like, "This is really good. What band is this?" And I was like, "It's Deftones, but AI changed it." And she's like, "Really? It's really good." And they're doing that with a bunch of stuff. There's a lot of funk, fucking 50 Cent, Eminem. You know what I mean?
that's going to be a downfall of a lot of people and a lot of things.
AI. Why do you think that?
Because it's taking jobs away from millions already. It's stopping people from thinking.
Oh, that's true.
It's stopping people from thinking. Everybody's going to go brain dead.
Mm. But
That's why your generation is so reliant on technology. Back in our day, you had to figure this shit out by hand or on paper and pencil. You had to calculate it. You had to do the math. You had to figure it out. Now you just ask the phone to solve your problem for me.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I don't know.
Perfect example. Perfect example. To confuse your generation, write them something in cursive. 95. Oh, there's only 10% of you guys that probably know how to write or read in cursive.
I would say 50% can read cursive, 10% can write it. Like my cursive sucks, like awfully. Like my signature is horrendous. I digress. I don't think we need to know cursive though. I think it's an outdated thing.
No, you have to sign your name. You literally just have to legitimately write your name and sign your name on documents.
I think we can just move to print. You can do e-sign.
Anybody can forge your signature. I have a certain signature. I sign my signature on every single document that I sign. That's a major legal document. I have a formatted scripted signature on it.
Mm-hmm.
I sign my name on documents and everything. I have a certain written up signature that I have. I always have.
I have a specific signature too, but it's just not good. You know what I'm saying? Like my license signature has not changed. It's just not good.
Looks like a third grader.
Looks like a third grader. No, legit. Looks like a third grader. You can see cursive on my sheet. I digress. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys really appreciated the interview. If you did, please like and subscribe, and drop a comment down below if you think that fucking what are they called? What the fuck are they called? The lesbian.
Because I got high. Because I got high.
That's true. I'm fucking really stoned, y'all. I digress. Comment down below. You guys have a wonderful day. Do you have any final thoughts, statements?
Mary had a little lamb. This fleece wet as snow.
Okay. Have a great day, guys. Bye.